Thank you, Dave. New studies on American obesity projects by the year 2030, 56% of people in Indiana will be labeled obese. But as News 10's Matt Gregory tells us, one local man is using his own fight to make a change in the numbers here at home.
I know here we are climbing up the side of Half Dome, and if you had asked me 4 years ago if I'd ever done something like that, I just looked at you and laughed.
The journey up the side of this mountain in Yellowstone National Park is impressive, but not nearly as impressive as the journey that brought Ryan there.
Throughout my whole life, I've dealt with weight in some form or fashion. Most of the time I was able to control it pretty well, or at least maintain it.
That control was something Ryan Daffer lost hold of in 2004.
I ate what I wanted, when I wanted, as much as I wanted, and I never really thought about what I was putting in my body.
As he spiraled out of control, his weight rose to 735 pounds. Then late one January night, he could no longer move and was rushed to Union Hospital. The doctor gave Ryan a bleak outlook.
He's like, just visually gauging you right now. He's like, if you make it past 72 hours, I'll be shot.
Ryan was moved to a rehabilitation clinic. Late one night, he made a pact to do everything he could to save himself, starting with learning to walk.
It wasn't pretty. I mean, I couldn't do a whole lot, but I went. The next day I went again. The next day I went again. And those 10 steps turned into 20 steps, and those 20 steps turned into 40 steps. And before I knew it, I mean, I was up just walking around.
In 90 days, Ryan would lose 200 pounds, and when he left the clinic, he continued his battle at home. To date, he's lost over 460 pounds. A much slimmer Ryan now heads up the United Way and Vigo County YMCA's joint community wellness program, helping people just like him take control of their own health.
2 years ago, a friend of mine approached me, a real close friend. He's like, hey, I'm going to do the One American Mini 500 marathon in May. You want to do it? And I was like, are you crazy?
A very sane Ryan not only started but completed Indianapolis's mini marathon. And that's what brings us to Yosemite.
This year, he comes back, he's like, hey, you want to do the mini again? I said, yeah, let's do it again. He's like, let's do something else this year. And I said, okay, what do you think? And he's like, let's go backpacking through Yosemite National Park.
A man who could barely stand 4 years ago, standing tall on the summit of his health and this mountain. Reporting in Terre Haute with photojournalist Gary Bryan, Matt Gregory, News 10.
Well, good for him.